was born in '93. Into a good family. And ever since I wanted to leave, I don't know why, but it's inside of me.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It has come to my attention that the microphone hasn't been working so far this episode, so hopefully you enjoyed the really good voiceover I did. Hopefully, all things going well. We're doing the new episode on the new camera, really exciting. I also want to give a huge thank you to whoever sent the microphone connector. Once we fix out what's going wrong with the microphone, this will come in super handy. But your slip got lost in transaction, so I don't know who you are, but thank you very much. And Brian, I want to give a huge thank you for the underwater housing for this camera. We're going to get some good use out of that very soon. But for now, we're just going to try and figure out how this camera works, get some audio running it on again. Also, I want to thank Lensbaby for sending me, look at this, they saw my new camera and they're like, focus on that. Yeah, they sent me a new lens. And this is a really fun lens. Like, you might know of Lensbaby. They do a lot of like tilt shifts, is kind of how they started. And they do a lot of kind of like fun lenses. So when they approached me and said, hey, listen, we know you don't do camera reviews or anything like that, but you're in dire need of some camera gear and let us send you a lens. I said, okay, great. And check this out, 3 for 1. They sent me, this is the Trio, and it's got 3 interchangeable little lenses that bolt on. This is a manual focus, 28mm, fixed aperture at 3.5. But you know, since you guys don't come to me for camera reviews, I will instead just show you what it looks like, and we'll go for a little walk later today and test it out. And I'm kind of excited because so far it looks a lot less obtrusive than I was expecting. I was expecting something like really, really hipsterfied, and it's not. It's actually really nice and fun. And as a filmmaker, toys like this make my job so much more interesting. So, speaking of interesting, what have we been doing all morning since all the audio is gone? We've been cutting a lot of plywood this morning. Let me show you. So we got all these forms cut out now, and Chris has been coating them in epoxy. He's also coated some of the beams we've done down there in epoxy, and we're going to keep those separated. We don't want these to glue to the beam, right? Remember, we're going to put the lug bolt through. It's going to be glued up and bolted to the hull, but not to the beam, just bolted. That's all we want there. So we got to seal this up separate before we stick it together. We got this side done up too. So we got 14 little bulkheads all in there. And yeah, so we spent the morning cutting those out, and then Chris has been busy epoxy coating everything. I'm running over here, and I've just got cutting plywood on the mine, mainly because these big sheets take up a lot of space. But we've got the settee. These are all the little bulkheads related for the settee. And now we got to build the skeleton next and start epoxying all of that into place. But isn't that cool? Look how big that's going to be. All for crew. Yay, so much crew space. But yeah, I think a person's house is a reflection of their priorities, and as you can see, I've dedicated almost all the space in my house to either cooking or eating. So I'm like a fat guy at heart, I guess. Cool. Well, we did a lot of work today. Chris is leaving us tomorrow, which is a bit of a bummer because Yeah, we got a lot of work done while you've been here. It's been awesome. We're gonna take a little tour around town and show them a little bit more of Gabriola, as well as go check up on those batteries and bring them on board again. So we got a lot of work to do on those.
Come on, faster.
Yeah.
Oh, you're really going for it.
Oh, it's your fat ass in the corner here. Been waiting. You gotta wake as wide as fucking Texas. It's good.
My old friend keeps knocking on the screen door to my house, but I'm not around there. I'm far from home. Don't let her in. She'll only make it worse.
Anyway.
Don't let her in. She's only curse.
Morning. Check it out. The sea otters are really enjoying the wreck I put there. At least somebody's getting some enjoyment out of that boat. That's cool. Check it out. We put a new door up here. The old one was made of pine, spruce, and it expanded and contracted like crazy with the changing humidity and temperature. And so it all cracked up, and I don't know. It was the first thing I built when I came out here, and I've learned a lot since then. Yeah, didn't really much enjoy that. I think maybe that's a good lesson for this boat. A lot of the stuff I'm building right now, I might alter later on down the road, or even full on replace. But that's fine. That's why it's a plywood boat. That's part of the deal. Yeah, so I get a lot of comments from people online always telling me the right way to do things, you know. By the way, they never line up. Everyone's right way of doing things is completely different from each other. I'm just doing things that are affordable, trying to be safe, although I don't always succeed at that, and trying to be smart about it, trying to base it off of like what other people have designed, what other people have done, what I've seen work, what I've seen not work, etc., etc. So these designs, these things I'm building, it's always a bit so yeah. And then of course the last thing is, you know, I'm testing it all as I'm building it. So I've learned that with the van, that you need to lay something on the ground, you need to try it out, and building something you think will be perfect way before you ever use it is not a recipe for success. So here I am. I'm starting my morning off by laying the long beams for this part of the settee, and we kind of like level it all out with that and make sure that that's all straight and narrow, and then we lay in all the in-between beams to give it strength and something for the plywood to purchase on. And then once that's all done, it'll be cedar. I'm gonna do like cedar slats all over it, and we can build cushions and it'll be nice and cozy. And down here we got Krish busy at work as always, and he's laying on, look at these fillets. He's laying on some really smooth fillets here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a little break from the work here on the boat, and I wanna get a little bit into this lens. This is the Trio. This is the one that they sent me, and it's really cool. I really wanna work with Lensbaby some more because they got a lot of fun lenses. This one is, for the reference, this one's $220, and it gives you three 28mm f3.5 lenses, and they'll fit on all types of cameras. This is the EOS M mount, but they've got Canon's EF mount, Nikon mount, Sony mount, all of them. So just for reference, that's what we're talking about. A nice little fun little lens. And here comes the review. So all right, so doing the test, we're gonna take Krish out on the dinghy, show him a little bit more of the bay. And we got that Newport Vessels trolling motor again. And first off, we're gonna try out sweep mode.
Don't let her in. She'll only make it worse. Don't let her in. She's only
It's a fun, really fast little boat. So the sweep makes a really good lens filter. Kind of soft out of focus, soft on the sides of the film too. Soft on the sides of the image too, so looking really good, Krish. Next up we have the twist. If you guys notice the stuff over here, you know, it kind of twists it around a little bit. It gives a really old school film photography look. This is the kind of stuff you'd see in like the 1920s on those old larger format cameras. It was an artifact left over from the way they would brush the lenses and polish them. So really cool. I like it. Good for black and white especially. And last but not least, we have Velvet. Ooh, it's like blue steel. Look at that. So yeah, for a lot of you, I think the difference is going to be fairly nominal, but in very specific kind of like, especially portrait, this is about a 45mm equivalent, so it's a decent runaround lens, a little bit wider than a 50. Real nice to get some cool portraits of your unwilling model buddies. And it's only just barely wide enough for me to hold it out, arm fully extended, and get my head in the shot. It also makes me look like a big dumb melon head. That's okay. Look at this out of focus stuff though. So velvety, so nice. I love it. So we got Velvet, we got Twist, and this would be Sweet. Sweet.
Don't let her in. She'll only make it worse. Don't let her in. She's only
All right, lens review is done. Krish is gonna leave us very shortly. And Vern's got a special box. What's in the box, Vern? What's in the box? Solar panels. I love solar panels. Yeah, there's your resin.
Okay, is
Happy.
it waxed?
It's not waxed, but we added only the bottom, like 10% of it was not waxed. I put wax stuff on top of it, so shouldn't need any extra wax, I don't think. What's in the box? It's a blanket. Yeah, it's our electric blanket. Check this out.
And it had to come the second I'm leaving.
Yeah, so you would have been nice, warm, and cozy, Mr. India guy who can't stand the Canadian coldness. I wake up every morning, the battery depleted because this guy's been running the space heater all night. No, it's alright. So my solution to freezing our giblets off in our berths is, first of all, insulate the berths. Secondly, heated blankets.
Yeah, that's like the one I had on the truck.
Yeah, they don't eat up too much juice, and this one's just kind of a plush.
But they get really warm.
They get pretty warm, yeah, so hopefully this one's got settings on it that you can adjust. Here's the cable, 12-volt outlet, so we gotta put some 12-volt outlets in our berths. But that should be easy peasy. And then it's just got, well, this one's just got an on and off switch. So that's all you get. Very basic, I guess. But we'll see. We'll see how warm it gets. I have a feeling that we're gonna just want to leave it on.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't burn up too much juice and we can just leave it on all night.
That hot.
I think it'd be nice. I can't understand why this is stuck to stuff. Anyway, who do we have to thank for this again? This is big thank you. Big thank you, Larry, for sending out the electric blanket. I've already actually talked to him in the comment section, but awesome. We're gonna keep this boat nice and warm. I'm gonna put one in each berth. And then that way we don't have to run heaters all night. Maybe. We'll see. It's all an experiment. And you're all my guinea pigs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to say goodbye to Krish. The boat project is indebted to you. I'm indebted to you. This whole channel is indebted to you. You've been working your ass off for a whole week pretty much here on the boat. And yeah, gonna miss having your...
Yeah.
You're like... I'm gonna have to surround myself with the rest of Gabrielites. They're not as polite or hardworking or all these other things. You couldn't ask for a better crew, really. It's been nice having you out, man. Thank you so much for coming.
No, thanks for having me out. I'm really gonna miss it.
And you're gonna, yeah, he's gonna fly back to India today, which is, or not today, but next week, and which is a huge change from this, and then back to New York, which is even bigger change from that. So yeah, I can't believe he's been enjoying this lifestyle. It's something different. So yeah, there he goes. If you're a baller, you want to show up here, take the seaplane in. That thing is awesome. Best way back and forth from the city. So much faster. It's a 20-minute flight instead of a half-a-day ferry rides. So cool.
I was born in '93. Into a good family. Never seen.
Well, there goes Krish, and with him most of the hard work to be done in the next little bit, because Melly arrives this afternoon and I'm gonna take a little bit of a vacation. Not too much of one. I'm still gonna do fiberglass because we still got sunshine, but for the most part I am gonna take a bit of a break. Maybe edit a freaking episode because it's been like 3 weeks since I edited one. I've just been doing this non-stop. The floor, the boat, all the glass work, the sunshine, just been a lot. So it'll be nice to take a little bit of a break with Melly and spend some quality time with her. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Oh, actually, before I disappear, first of all, I want to give a huge thank you to Lensbaby. Check out the link in the description. We've got their lens down there, 220 bucks. It's a really great fun lens, and if you're looking for a lens that does absolutely everything, this isn't the one, but if you're looking for a fun one, something that allows you to shoot creatively, then this is the lens. And I really am really glad they sent it out to me because I enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would. Also, a little bit of an update. Just ordered my time out, so I'm hauling out March. And if you're interested and if you know anything about fiberglass, I'd love to have you out. So anyway, my job this winter is to get the boat, everything else done as much as I can. Get the motors running, get the solar running, get all the other systems glued away, all the water systems, power systems, lots of work. But the haul out, the proper haul out, that's in March. So get to me if you are interested in helping us out. Hopefully we'll have all 5 berths figured out by then, and I want a full crew sanding and glassing for 2 weeks. Hopefully we get it all done.